What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and thank you for tuning in. This is an exciting video for me because we finally got a new set of wheels and tires for the 5th gen here, because we've been rocking stocks and 295 for just about a year now. Nothing wrong with that look. I think it looks really good. I also have a really nice set of 35s for the stock wheels whenever the time comes. However, I've just been itching real bad, and my friends over at Facebook Marketplace hooked us up with a really nice marketplace find. Let me show you what we got. Buddy, oh pal, oh friend, we got ourselves a beautiful set of 24 by 12 TIS, so TIS. I honestly do not know the model name. They're not 544s because that's what my chrome wheels were from TIS. I honestly have no clue. I didn't do any research on them. The guy who I bought them from also did not list the name of the wheels, but they're 24 by 12s, and they're not 100% perfect. I just washed them because they were filthy. They're not 100% perfect, but honestly, I don't care. They were a really good deal, like I said, off Marketplace. They come on a set of 35 1250s, and the problem is they're not going to fit that truck. The rears will fit fine. The fronts is what I'm worried about, so I have no clue how bad the rub is going to be. However, we're about to find out here right now, because like I want to get the wheels on the truck, I want to run them, and then I have a bad feeling we're going to probably have to do some sort of leveling kit to actually get them to clear up front, but that'll come here at a later time. This was just way too good of a deal to pass up, and like I said, I've been itching to get another set of aftermarket wheels and tires on the truck. So I'm going to save you all the boring parts of watching me actually, take those off and put the new wheels on. I've done it about 150 times on this channel between a couple different vehicles. I'm gonna throw them on a truck real quick. Let's go see what they look like and see how bad they rub. Sheesh, I forgot what a 12 wide looks like, and gosh dang, am I happy that these are not 14 wides. But that looks good so far. One down. I'm doing the rears first because I don't want to be disappointed off the rip. So I'll get the rears on, make it look real good. Then the fronts, I'll realize how badly I will not be able to turn or nothing like that. That's it. It's staying like this. Hashtag drag truck. I just spun the truck around real quick, and you could absolutely tell the rears are legitimately 35s. It just felt like I was driving like this. So I'm gonna have a really hard time with the front, but god dang, is it gonna look good. Good Lord, is that a beautiful look right there. That is a good sight if I've ever seen one. I just want to torque the lug nuts real quick, put a little bit of air in the tires because I feel like they're a little bit low for what I want to run these at. They look good, that's a given, it's 100%, but they do not fit properly. So pretty much I want to try to basically make it so I do not have to do any sort of leveling kit. I don't really like the look of level trucks. I love the factory rake, and plus I tow a lot, so like I don't want to have to deal with squatting and looking stupid, stuff like that, right? I think I could probably make these actually fit without a leveling kit or a lift by spacing the front bumper out about a 1/2 inch and then doing a very small amount of trimming right there. Let me show you. All right, so to my surprise, the tires actually do not hit the front bumper. They get so close. They are so, like if these tires were brand new and they weren't worn off a little bit on the outside edges, they probably would hit like right here. However, they don't on flat ground. However, my driveway is kind of like a hill, and other places in Pennsylvania are terrible. So I do want to do a 1/2 inch bumper spacer, and I think that'll be perfect for up front. And then for the rears, they hit right here. And you can see my plastic is already cut out for when I used to run 12 wides and 33s. But right here is literally it, and that's just a pinch weld. I have like almost like an inch, maybe 1.5 inches before it even gets to the actual cab of the truck. So we're gonna pull the fender liner off a little bit and just kind of trim that ever so slightly and hope that we can get them to fit with no lift. And if we can, that would be super awesome, because like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of leveled looking trucks. I love the factory stance of trucks. Call me whatever you want. I know nobody likes that except for me. I'm like the weirdo here. However, I'd like to be able to do that so that way I can just, run stock suspension and maybe just like, get nicer shocks and like a steering stabilizer and stuff, because these are super heavy and I can definitely feel them on the wheel of the truck and like actually driving it. Let's see if we get it to, be perfectly fine stock suspension, and then we'll just beef it up. Let's go. All right, so bumper off the truck. Here's what we got to do. I already greased these up. That's why it looks wet and everything. These bolts were super rusty. We're gonna knock all 4 of those off on both sides here, and we're just gonna space out. We're just gonna space it out. Basically, we're gonna put like a 1/2 inch piece of pipe or washers, whatever I could find in between the plate and the bumper itself. I'm just gonna put the bumper right back on. That easy. Something like this little scrap piece of tube here is gonna do the trick. Just gonna cut this up into 8 little pieces, 8 little 1/2 inch pieces. Install it on the bumper, throw that bumper back on, she's good to go. All right, all done. You can see them back on. You can see my spacers underneath each of those brackets. So now I can put the bumper back on. That is a 1/2 inch spaced bumper for free. All right, so about to put the bumper on. However, I'm done trimming. I'm done doing all my trimming. You can see down here where I just cut down that way. On both sides, of course. Both sides, of course, basically just had to take this metal all the way flush with the actual fender itself. And surprisingly, makes these bad boys fit. It does rub a hair. It kisses a hair at very full lock. However, very drivable. Just drove this around for like the past 20 minutes, making super sharp left-hand turns, right-hand turns, 90-degree turns, and it didn't rub whatsoever. However, like going into my driveway now, super, super, super locked. It kisses. But overall, I'm gonna call that a win. I'm gonna call that a win. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it, guys. We just fit some 24 by 12 -44 wheels with some 35 1250s on a completely stock suspension 5th gen Ram Cummins. And boy, do I say it looks good. Just look at the fitment. You guys have no clue how incredibly happy I am that I do not have to lift this truck, because I do not want to lift this truck. The wheels and tires tuck so perfectly. Like I said, I did a 1/2 inch bumper spacer up front. So there's your 1/2 inch. You could see it does not look bad. And then on the rears, I ended up not putting the corner plastic pieces back on. And then I ended up bumping this plastic piece all the way back. Don't mind all this. This happened, I have no clue how this happened, but I just put these on like a day ago. This has been here for like 2 years. And then I just had to trim back right here. This just used to protrude like that. And honestly, I could say it tucks. I'm sure I'm gonna get some haters in the comments right now about it doesn't actually fit. I'm deeming this fitting, perfectly stock. I can 100% say without a doubt, you could fully drive this thing, have no issues. I've been driving around for at least an hour since I've done this. No problems, like 90-degree turns, a little bit even more than 90-degree turns, like 120-degree turn. It's fine. I will say 100% tucked, which is what it is right now. It kisses. It kisses. So it is not 100, it doesn't clear 100%, but I'm deeming this fitting because it is fully drivable, I promise you. The literal only time you have any kissing, and I'm gonna show you the kissing here in a second, is like when you're turning super hard to get into my driveway that's on a hill. Or right now, I just did this for fun. I just wanted to crank it all the way, lock it. It kisses. It is drivable. There's no issues. I'm not gonna ever rip anything off with this setup. Let me show you. All right, I am 100% locked that away. Obviously nothing rubs or anything in the back. It's perfectly fine. Up front, like I said, look at this. It is kissing right there, kissing. However, it's not gonna rip anything up. And I don't know who drives and actually locks their wheels 100% every time they drive. I can see maybe parking spots or something like that. And then on this side, see, no issues up front here. And then like I said, it is kissing. You can see the lug kissing right there. However, this is not a non-drivable truck. This is fully functional, 100%. I'm gonna drive this with no issues. I'm deeming this fitting. And like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of guys are going to give me hate in the comments and say, hey, this doesn't fit. You know, I have this set up on my Ram with a 3-inch leveling kit and it still rubs, this and that. A hair of rub is nothing. This is drivable. When I put big wheels and tires on my S10, you literally cannot crank the wheel because it would rip something off. This is so slight, ever so slight, but it's trimmed. You know, I trimmed the fenders as much as, you know, I think that you should be comfortable with trimming. And then the bumper spaced out, I think it looks fine. You could probably space the bumper out a little bit more if you wanted to. However, I don't want to. I don't want it to start looking weird or anything like that. This bumper, the way it sits right now, you can't even tell. Like, if I didn't tell you this bumper was spaced out, you wouldn't even know. So I'm calling it a success, 100% success. So I'm super happy with the setup. Like I said, super cheap wheels, which is the whole reason why I did this. I found a super good deal. I thought they were a good deal originally when I saved them on Marketplace, and then literally 5 weeks later, the gentleman who was selling them reduced the price again, and I'm like, yo, I gotta buy these wheels. And I knew that they were gonna be tough to fit on this truck because I don't have a leveling kit or anything. And my goal was to get them to fit and be fully functional drivable, which it is with no leveling kit. So that is all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, join the family, join the Cummins content. We do got some stuff coming for the truck. And I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Peace. You want some proof? Here's some proof. Left turn, baby. Ain't no issues here. What's that you say? You want a right-hand turn? All right, right-hand turn, baby. Look at that. Perfect. Ain't no rubbing here.